Hey friends, welcome to Mr. Mark's Classroom. My name is Mark Jones and I want to show you another way to celebrate America as we're getting closer and even through the holidays of the 4th of July and Independence Day. So July is a fun time for us to be able to help our kids celebrate the freedom that we have. And look at this great coaster. Now, this is not just a simple little thing, but it is easy enough that your little ones can even try it as well. All we did was we found some tile that was left over from a different project, and we had just enough that we could have one for every child, so it was easy to do. So here's basically what I did. I went ahead and started drawing on the tile, and it's just a glazed tile, and you can kind of see the back of it, porcelain. And so we went ahead and started drawing on it with Sharpie markers. A Sharpie marker is a permanent marker, and I just went ahead and made an edge, a border around it. Super easy to do. And if you wanted to add even a little bit more to the border, you could do that. Just kind of right across it, anything you want. So I'll add this red border now so that there is a red, a white, and a blue. And then we tried to create in the very middle a kind of an idea of some fireworks going off, something that would celebrate what we do on the 4th of July. So adding this, and then I added a couple of firebursts or fireworks there. So I'll add one more, and this is basically all I did, was I just kind of scribbled a big scribble like this, a little powder puff looking thing. And that's just not all. There's more to this. So I'm gonna show you, but I have room for one more. And if you wanna write on it, you can, but I wanna show you that there's a treatment you can do with some rubbing alcohol that kind of helps make it look a little more interesting. So you can see how they already have done the background here, and then after it dried, came back and wrote USA. What you do is you take an eyedropper or a little pipette. I mean, there's different names for them. I'm gonna use this little syringe, and here's some rubbing alcohol. So I'm gonna draw a little bit up in here, and I'm just gonna drop it on there, all right? And this is what actually kind of causes it to blur a little. I don't wanna get it on the edge if I can help that, but just little drops. Now, I've got a little boy in my 4th grade named Walker, that if I were to give him one of these syringes, he'd probably shoot it in somebody's eye. So think about that. All right, so you can already see it's kind of starting to blur a little bit, and we'll stop there. But one treatment that we thought worked really well is to take a paper towel or this Kleenex and kind of wad it up so it's crinkly all the way around, and you just blot it like this, in order to give it a little bit different effect. Now, I think kids will probably overdo this, make it go a little bit crazy, so be careful about that. And if you want to come back and even add a little bit more or something, that'd be more than fine. So just know that you can work on it and keep adding things if you'd like. I think it would be fun. So, and you can blot it again and try it again. And then after it's dry, which alcohol dries really fast, that you won't have any trouble, you can come back and write on it the USA. So let's see if it's dry enough to try. So Great. All right, and I like that she actually went around it with another marker and made it look really sharp like that. That's cool. Now, when you get all of this done and it dries, which is gonna be like now, it's ready, you can actually take some Mod Podge and decoupage this by just using a foam brush and brushing over it. It won't move the permanent marker at all, and it'll give it a coating so that it doesn't rub off super easy, but it actually will protect it. Now, one thing you want to definitely add, because if you take this to your mama's pretty end table and set it on there, and then, yeah, scratches her table. So you want to let them trace on some felt the shape and then cut it out, and then all they have to do is just use some tacky glue and glue it on, so that way whenever it's on the table it doesn't scratch. Isn't that easy? So this is going to be a fun activity, and you can help your kids continue to celebrate America and our freedom, and we can thank God for what He's given to us. Huge blessing. This is the time of year that boys and girls want to get up and move. So even to sit and do this is really almost too much to ask. So let them stand up and work on it if they want. And one of the things that I have found that kids really like is to use our Bible hop mat, where the boys and girls get to jump around and go from letter to letter. It's all the initials of the Bible, and it's actually a 5x5 mat that they can jump on. There's a green and an aqua, and they get to jump around saying the books of the Bible, and they're up and moving. So check it out in the store. I think you're gonna like it at mrmarksclassroom.com.